All right, bang. It's Monday. It is July 17th. This is the rundown. It's myself, Eddie. We got Clem. We got Robbie. Let's talk about it right out of the gate. We know you probably were hoping to catch Pedro today. And you got Todd Van Poppel, the long reliever. I don't know where Dave is, but we were texted 20 minutes ago, said, hey, we need the Wednesday crew to come on and fill in for Dave.
Oh, look at this deer. Look at this deer. The mama has a baby. It's the cutest baby I've ever seen. Wag that little tail and show me the baby. Where's the baby? There's the baby in the back. There's the baby in the back. Baby deer, you look like a puppy. You look exactly like a puppy. Oh, baby deer and his mama. Look at this baby deer. Baby deer, baby deer. I love you guys. Bye.
So here we are. We're going to do our best. We're going to bring some good vibes, and we're going to try to cut a good show here. Robbie, Clem, anything on that?
You set up to fail. Yeah. Tough.
Yeah, everyone's here to watch Pedro, and here we are.
I was trying to think of here.
I was trying to think of the nickname. The new big three seems like a bad idea, setting us up for fail. The little three seems like not giving us enough credit, so I'm going to call us the medium three. What do you think with the medium three, boys?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
My mom's Ziti right here. That's it. My mom's Ziti. A little unity of two of my favorite.
I like
things
that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Before we kick it off, though, high noon. If you are a tequila lover who is never satisfied with malt, hard seltzer offerings, you're going to love new High Noon Tequila Seltzer. It's made with real tequila and real juice. It has a clean finish because it's made with real Blanco tequila. It's only 100 calories, it's gluten-free, and there's no sugar added. It's also available in 4 bright, crisp flavors: strawberry, lime, grapefruit, and passion fruit. Listen, if you love tequila, they're the real deal. I had one.
Everyone was drinking this weekend. I was down the shore. Tequilas were everywhere.
Yeah, I had at Barstool River North. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed them. Clem, you dipped into these yet or what?
Yep. I like when it's just like straight shots or whatever. I'm not a tequila guy, but when you have it as a cocktail, love it. And High Noon is like so good, and it's perfect. It's perfect for the youngs. Love it, obviously, like the Robbie's age group. But even us olds, where you just want to chill out, have a few, let the kids swim, and you're just hanging in the pool area and just breaking down your life as parents. It's the perfect drink. It's the only. It's honestly the only thing we rock with in the Clem household.
So look for them on Drizzly or at your local convenience or liquor store, or visit highnoonspirits.com to find it near you. All right, we'll kick it off here. Deandre Hopkins sweepstakes has ended. He will be going to the Tennessee Titans. Clem, we'll start with you.
So I could not have been happier when I saw this scroll on Twitter with like 700 people saying breaking news, Deandre Hopkins. First of all, shout out Deandre Hopkins. Like he definitely is still like an awesome receiver. Obviously, he's maybe lost a little bit of his burst or whatever, but he still is going to pull out like crazy one-handed catches you've never seen in your life and shit like that. But there's like 4 stories that have just been sitting out like fucking moldy bread that have just been driving me wild. So this one was one of them. I don't have to hear about where DeAndre Hopkins is going to go, the Patriots, the Titans. If my team's not involved, I kind of don't care. Dalvin Cook is basically the running back version of DeAndre Hopkins. I do not give a flying fuck where Dalvin Cook's going to go. I like these guys aren't playing my fantasy team either, so they're completely out of mind. And it's basically like the Dame Lillard rumors. I'm so fucking out on the Dame Lillard rumors. It's been going on for like 5 years, and now that he wants out, I am so just sick of the Dame Lillard. And then as a Giants fan, like Saquon, 4 p.m. today, by the time everyone's watching this and drinking their high noons, Saquon will have either signed with the Giants or he's on the tag for good for the season. So I'm just so happy DeAndre Hopkins made his decision. It is kind of funny. Like as soon as it came out, I tweeted like breaking news: DeAndre Hopkins requests a trade from the Tennessee Titans, because I feel like that's where he's gonna just like. It's like you go for the bag or you go for the ring, and I think this was going for the bag. No offense to the boys down in Tennessee and their old team, and our boy Vrabel's always a good guy and whatever. It just. It seems like if you want a ring, you go with like those super quarterbacks, or you just maybe trust the process with Belichick. And it feels like he just went for the money. And hey, there is not a goddamn thing wrong with that.
That division is always wide open, unless if you believe that the Jags are going to hold that firm place after last season, which they very well could. But I kind of like the idea of, Henry and Hopkins, just like 2 guys that are safe to say they're on the back 9. Just like, hey, let's try to make something work here. Those are 2 guys who, if the Titans got hot, I think people would rally around that combo. And obviously, I'm sure there's Tannehill stands somewhere around the world too. So it's kind of like an old kind of veteran crop team. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting.
This was the thing that concerned me and I'm with you, Ed. I actually as a Daniel Jones type guy, I was like, just turn into like Ryan Tannehill when no one believed in him, and he kind of like got some wins for you with a good coaching staff. I did see this on the NFL Reddit, though. Titans fan tweeted, I really think, and then he just crossed out all these names: Randy Moss, Andre Johnson, Julio Jones, Josh Gordon, Adam Humphries, Robert Woods. DeAndre Hopkins still has something left in the tank for us because they took all those guys in Tennessee, and it's like kind of where, as a Mets fan, it's like we kind of are having this with Scherzer and Verlander now. It's kind of where people go to die, kind of where receivers go to die. So it does feel like it could be that, but like if you told me right now the Titans are going to finish 10-7 and just be like a tough out for everyone with Vrabel in charge, like I'd 100% believe it.
Mm-hmm. And he always
did they talk about did they talk about the Washington stuff on the rundown? We're on NFL and I don't have much to offer on the DeAndre Hopkins stuff, but I know that the sale is apparently now in jeopardy because of some stuff that has come out. Was that talked about on the rundown?
Oh, I don't know. We'd have to get John Rich to do a check here, but
I mean, I saw, PFT's statement, his official statement was like fuck. He used all of Twitter's characters, which now he could write like 10,000 words, and he used them all.
It's ridiculous. The continue reading is terrible.
If you're writing blogs on Twitter, go fuck yourself. Straight up.
Yeah.
It's like the 150th worst thing Elon Musk has done on Twitter, and I still hate it like 10 out of 10. It's the pits, Ed. It's the pits.
Mm-hmm. It's like binging a TV show though versus watching a long movie. If I see like 3 hours, 30-minute runtime, I'm like, no way. But I'll read like a 36 tweet thread all fine.
That's a perfect way to put it, Bob.
That's an awesome example, Robbie. An awesome example.
And I have to feel for you, Robbie, because you have to remember, this happened with the Mets is when Cohen bought the Mets from the Wilpons, then it fell through at the last moment. And you are like, at this point, you feel like you're free, and then you just are right back in that prison cell potentially. And I feel like Daniel Snyder's not going to go easy. Like Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and he knows all the villains. Those guys don't just, take a dagger to the heart and they're dead. They're fucking coming back, and then they're coming back for the sequel and, 20 years later still making movies. So thoughts and prayers to everyone down in Washington. Robbie, I love Robbie's a Washington Yankees fan. That's a very rare combo right there.
I didn't even know you were Washington. That's great.
Yep. Great's not the word I would use to describe it.
Yeah, not great, but like it's just such a random one. Staying in sports, the Joker was taken down by a 20-year-old Alcaraz at Wimbledon. I actually saw the ending. That's about all I saw. I'm not a tennis guy, but I do love that tennis always kind of has these giants that always get kind of defeated by the next guy, and that's what kind of feels like what happened. I don't know, Clem, did you tune into this at all?
Yeah, I'm not a tennis fan by any means, but I do think tennis, when it's good and when there's like obviously stakes like fucking Wimbledon championship, it's fucking awesome to watch. Like if you can't get down for that and just two guys on the court just battling at it, it's fucking, I thought it was incredible. And then obviously this dude's 20 years old. I think I just read that he lives in like his parents' like apartment above a kebab shop or something. And the dude's 20 years old and he just fucking like takes down Wimbledon, takes down the Joker. Like that's legend shit, man. So like everything about the story I loved, even though I'm by no means a tennis guy. I also appreciate that Wimbledon, we need more sports that are going by like 9 a.m., 12. I'm also like an NFL 9:30 a.m. or I guess for you, Eddie, 8:30. I love those London games. I love just having something in the mix at all times. You can responsibly bet on this stuff. I think it's beautiful. This guy's name being so close to Alcatraz fucks me up every time though, because every time I see it, I'm like, they should call him like the prison guard or something, or the fucking the warden.
That's good.
The warden. This guy should be the warden.
Up.
Yeah, exactly. That forehand will lock you up, Bob. The warden will.
I like that. We need to be this guy's PR team.
He's from Spain, I believe.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, just sort of give him his nickname after an American prison.
Yeah, that's such an American thing to do. Yeah. That's goddamn American. Yeah. It's Carlos Alcaraz, the warden. He's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I'm also not a big tennis guy, but I do appreciate Wimbledon. It's kind of like, the all whites, the celebrities in the crowd for it. It's like the Masters in a way, but like way more, I don't know, not televised, but publicized in terms of phones are allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you guys could win any of the tennis ones, I think Wimbledon has to be. I feel like that's the most prestigious.
What else?
Of all.
U.S. Open?
U.S. Open if you're an American. Australia, I feel like to get down in the clay and with the Aussies, I guess. I don't know. French Open. I think the French Open is the lamest of them all. We can agree on that, right? I think that's the fourth major.
Oui.
Yeah. I want I've always thought this, like the tennis US Open, the golf US Open, they just need to have a fight to see who declares it the real US Open.
That's
like
a great
that.
call.
Yeah.
They
I
should
don't
have to
like
play
that
each
there's
other's
two.
sports.
Yeah. I don't like that there's two. I really don't, but probably a me problem.
And then I also respect that the British Open just took the Open. So they're like, no, we're the Open. And it's like the Ohio State. I tip my cap for, and it's probably because they made it like they invented golf and then they invented the Open at the same time. So they can kind of do that. But I always appreciated that. Like that's coming up. Dan Rappaport wrote a big blog about that, top 50 players. Check it out on barstoolsports.com.
There we go. Also, Steph Curry, hole in one in Tahoe. I think everyone kind of has the same take. Like, what can't this fucking guy do? Right?
That's the take, yeah. Zah said he thinks he's better at golf than he is at basketball after watching him play around.
That was impressive, man. And him running down the whole time he was running, I was like, oh man, it'd be fucked up if he like turned an ankle. You know what I mean? I just had those like weird thoughts. But it was pretty sick.
His reaction was cool to see too. Like him getting that excited for it still. Like he's hit every shot there is to hit on a basketball court from every inch of that hardwood. But like for him to go crazy for a hole in one like that, you could tell he's so fired up.
Yeah. Fun.
He's like a real life superhero. Like this is something Hawkeye would do. Hawkeye would become a great golfer, would become like an NBA sharpshooter. And this guy is real life. As far as I can tell, like if you give him a bow and arrow, I feel like he could be our first Avenger, Steph Curry. Like you give him some time. I feel like
I want to see him do other shit now. I want to see the Steph Curry Olympics where let's just have him do everything and see what he's best at.
The biggest credit in all this, though, goes to basically Steph Curry's parents, who I love. My girl Sonia, shout out Sonia Curry. He's this good at everything and he's not hated by everyone. Like you should hate this fucking guy for being so good, but I don't know. I'm a Steph Curry guy. I know there's like a lot of LeBron fans who hate him, but other than that, I feel like Steph Curry is as close to like universally beloved as you can get. So it's like, they obviously raised a good one there. So shout out to Sonia Curry, my girl. My fucking kids even know him because he does Holy Moly. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Oh, the golf show?
It's a miniature golf show. Yeah. And my daughter loves it. It's on like 8:00 on like ABC. I think it's like around that America's Home Video kind of time slot. So the kids are always locked in on it. So like the fact that kids know him, adults know him, and everyone likes him, like
he came out of college like a $110 soaking wet. Like he had a great NCAA.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, there's no, but that's what I'm saying. Like people root for it, Like I think people, he gave.
And in my wildest dreams too, like I loved those Davidson teams. I think we were all like loving Steph Curry back then. I never in a million years thought he would become anywhere close to like just one championship. I thought would have been like out of his reach in an MVP, right?
Yeah, for real. Before we get to the next topic, I want to talk about SimpliSafe because when an intruder threatens your home, every second counts. It's why I'm so excited to tell you about the latest innovation from SimpliSafe Home Security. It's called 24/7 Live Guard Protection, and it's made possible only by SimpliSafe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera. Now with a fast protect monitoring plan, if an intruder breaks into your home, SimpliSafe monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them through the camera, warning them that they're being recorded and that the police are on their way. It's a game changer in home security. Obviously, Clem, you're a homeowner. You got to make sure the house is protected, right?
Yeah, we had a little problem in the driveway a couple of years ago where someone broke in and SimpliSafe came, and not a problem since. And if there is, we'll be alerted of it. No problem at all. We love those guys.
There we go. The new camera is also the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren, and its advanced motion detection and vision AI can sense the difference between potential intruders and pets. With SimpliSafe, professional monitoring costs under $1 a day, a bargain for the peace of mind it provides. Right now, the Rundown listeners get a special 20% off any SimpliSafe system when you sign up for the Fast Protect monitoring. This huge offer is for a limited time. Visit simplisafe.com/rundown. That's simplisafe.com/rundown. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. Messi Mania has taken over Miami. He was at a grocery store, and I think the high noon was just behind him. Like I didn't see him drinking anything, did you? And just him being in front of it was something like someone tweeted like the valuation was like $3 million worth of high or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much it was going to take over, by the way. Like, I foolishly, when I saw he sign with the MLS team in Miami, I was like, oh, cool. when they come, I think we might have talked about it on the rundown. I was like, when they come to Newark and play the Red Bulls, I'll go see them. I don't think I'll be able to afford that. Like Messi Mania is insane. Everyone wants a piece of this guy.
Yeah, I actually heard that on the radio. That like Messi coming to town against the Red Bulls or whatever, in like August 27th. It's going to cost you a pretty penny. I'm like, God damn! I guess my dreams of seeing Messi have been dashed. Would you say Messi is the biggest sports figure promoting high noon in Miami these days? That was, you guys passed the test. Good call. Just stay quiet. Don't answer that either way. Very well done by everyone on the episode here. I love that he's still going out and getting his groceries. It seems like Ronaldo's like the typical, and I know nothing about soccer, but just there's like some arrogant soccer players you have along the way. And Messi seems like kind of the dude who's awesome, but he's still like salt of the earth, for lack of a better term. And the dude's still going to fucking grocery stores to get, that has to be the first thing you stop doing when you hit a certain level of fame, is going to the grocery store. And the fact he still does it at a Publix, which I know everyone loves Club Pub, and apparently the subs are like the greatest thing ever at Publix. Just fucking, I'm a Messi guy. I've been a Messi guy forever now. I just tweet Messi whenever something good happens, because everyone else used to do that in all caps with exclamation points. So just happy to see he's still like a humble king, as the kids say.
This next topic, a plane was delayed and the whole flight erupted in Taylor Swift's song and dance. A lot of people saying they would be miserable. It looks like a nightmare. Obviously, if you're a Swiftie, I think it looks fun. Robbie Fox, you're our music expert on the panel. Your thoughts on the plane going nuts like that?
So I'm a Swiftie. Let me say that first and foremost. I've listened to the new Speak Now. I think it's pretty great. But also, I wear these headphones on every plane that I go on. Even if the plane is singing like that, I could be blasting music in these headphones and pretty much be okay. So when people say, oh my God, like you get these videos a couple times a year of someone singing on a plane or making noise on a plane. Oh, I would kill myself. I would jump out the plane. I always think that's crazy. Like if you're not bringing headphones on a plane, that's on you. They sell them in airports.
Have you ever had a dead pair? Has those ever died on you?
No, you got to be prepared for that. A dead pair of headphones is like, I would rather be waterboarded.
It's happened to me before, and it's torture.
Oh,
waterboarding.
Yeah, it's bad. That's bad.
It's waterboarding. Clem, your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm straight wired for life, first and foremost, so I never have to worry about any kind of, if you forget the headphones at that point, it's up to you. Harder to forget them though when there's a wire. There's just obviously more to forget, harder to do. I was trying to think of like what would be the best like version. I guess if you're a Swiftie, Taylor Swift is whoever's the best. I don't know, man. I like it. Like, now, how long was this going for? Did we get a number on it?
Definitely probably a couple songs. No way did they do a 3-hour Eras Tour concert. They didn't go through the whole set list, you know? So it's a funny moment. You get a quick video, you send it to your friends and family. And hey, if you hate it, make a quick joke about, oh my God, I'm going to jump off this plane. Send them a video. It's worth it for that, no?
Dude, anyone at Barstool knows more than anyone. You want to go viral, tweet weird shit happening on a plane, whether you have some kid acting like an asshole, a bunch of grown people acting like an asshole, an actual fight going down. It's the easiest way to get, viral on social media. We're probably going to blog it here because the blogs always fucking crush. So if it was me, I would first think, let me fucking get these likes and retweets, and then I'd worry about it from there. So I kind of liked it. I don't know if I'm alone on this. We used to sing songs on our bus, like on the way home. Like we fucking.
Yeah, like on a school trip or something.
Yeah, exactly. I remember we'd do sing the Kit Kat bar song and maybe like whatever was big on the radio. So I don't know if that was just us, but it kind of took me back there. Yeah, did you even have a bus down in the hard streets of Chicago?
No, I did not. I grew up in the city, so we had to take the CTA. So we had to take like the Chicago public bus if I wanted.
You get shot if you do that on the Chicago public bus. I feel there is a chance of that.
Couple times.
Fucked up. Yeah, we get fucked up. The problem is with this too, though, is whatever. Like it went viral now, but people are going to continue to try to push this trend. It's going to be happening in Apple stores. It's going to be happening, the grocery store. It's going to be happening all over the place.
What's the word for it going to be? You got swifted. You got
swifting. Yeah.
Yeah, the swifting. That's going to be a thing. Kelly Keegs better be able to blog every one of those because there's going to be a lot of this shit going on. It's a good call.
Yeah, right. Last topic here is the Adam22 Lena the Plug saga continues. I mean, it feels like it's never ending at this point. I saw also he bought her a Lamborghini the day the scene dropped. And I guess that guy went on the podcast, said that he bangs her better than Adam22 could.
Obviously.
I don't know. What's Robbie, let's start with you. What's your general thoughts on the whole saga? And what do you think about this guy saying that, I guess?
I mean, to start, Adam22 follows me on Twitter, and I've never understood that. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if he's an MMA guy. I don't know if he's a Star Wars guy. I don't know if he likes My Mom's Basement. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. That's me and Clem's podcast. But he follows me on Twitter. I think I followed him back out of the kindness of my heart. And then I started seeing his wife getting banged out. And I don't know what to think of it, Ed. It's some move. I've seen some people say, is he playing everyone? And I would say maybe he would be playing everyone if it was like, you're on Impractical Jokers. There was no scene after all. But I'm pretty sure the scene's out. I'm pretty sure like there's factual video evidence that the penis was inside the vagina and quote stretched it out. So in that case, I don't think he is playing us. I think like it's one of those things, Thanos level. What did it cost? Everything.
Clem?
I've, as someone that used to watch the old Howard Stern show, like there was always be the plateau where it's like the guy and his wife would go on like and Lena the plug again. I learned this actually because John Ridge blogged about it and I had to do my research and I was like, oh, wait, Adam22's wife is already a very well-known porn star. This isn't her first time on camera. I think that does make things a little different. But on Howard Stern, you always have like the couple that would be like, oh, we're going to have her try her first scene with another guy. And then a couple months later, they come back on still happy. And then they're no longer going on the show together. Then you find out about the divorce. It does feel like a way to kind of just light your marriage on fire. But hey, maybe the 22s are very healthy relationship here and they can make it through it. I kind of want to know, would you rather have your wife get fucked by a porn star that is stretching her out, as he says, or have an entire plane break out in Taylor Swift songs during a delay? Which one would you rather have happen to you guys?
I think that's pretty easy to answer.
It's a love story, baby. Just say yes.
I guess my thing is if you could genuinely just, what is that, Tyler the Creator? Like, oh, cyberbullying doesn't exist. Just turn the fucking computer off.
Close your eyes,
I guess, yeah, like if you could literally just log off and be like, yo, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We just bought a Lamborghini. We're about to put another down payment on a fucking awesome house. Like they're banking off this, right? I would assume that's like, that was like the thought process behind it. I don't really know. I guess he is pulling one over on everyone. Like this is just but I don't know. But then,
but if listen, I don't want to speak out of turn, but if there was stretching happening, the next time he goes in that cavern, is it going to be a complete canyon?
Hey, Bob, good point, Bob.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean, though. Like, if you're I don't know, laughing to the bank, is that that's probably not the expression. If you're crying to the bank, whatever. You're still
laughing all the way to the bank, right? I think that's what it is.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
That's what Dave is doing while we're doing this fucking rundown.
Nature.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm like so poor though. At what point is enough money enough? Like, I don't know enough about Adam22, but from what I gather, it seems like he's a relatively successful fella. Seems like his wife was pretty successful. Like, do you need to hit these Pornhub numbers to, like you say, get the fifth house? Is it the fifth house or the sixth house in Los Angeles that you need? You need the vacation house in Barbados. Like, I don't know, man. I'd be happy with, like, I think if someone gave me $1 million right now, I'd just retire and just try to live off that $1 million for the rest of my life. With 2 kids, I have to figure out with college too, which, I mean, fuck them at this point.
Yeah. No, I hear you. All right. That's the rundown after show. A couple things here. I don't know if you guys see the Fasoli thing.
I did. That was incredible. I didn't understand the last part of it. What was the dad she's all over LinkedIn part of the text?
I don't know. I think that was cropped intentionally. I don't.
Okay.
That's what I would assume.
All right. Maybe. Yeah. You're probably right.
Basically, Donnie's buddy duped Fasoli.
This actually reminded me of something that happened to me early on in my Barstool career, where Roan's buddy duped me into thinking that Bleacher Report wanted to hire me. I got like a phone call out of the blue one night and he was like, hey, this is so-and-so from Bleacher Report. And it was like a real name. I Googled it. It was like, whatever. And they were like, we love the work you're doing over there at Barstool. We think you're being undervalued there. We would love to bring you over to Bleacher Report. We have some cool interview opportunities. It sounded so serious and not joking that I immediately, being the Viva La Stool guy I am, went into Erica's office and said, fuck these Bleacher Report fucks. We don't want any part of this. And I told her who it was, and she's like, "Oh, that motherfucker! I was at lunch with him yesterday." And I was like, "Oh my God!" And then Roan overheard it and was like, "Oh no, that was me and my friend on a road trip. We just prank called you."
Wow. And I think obviously the most that's crazy.
Yeah.
What a prank. And obviously the most famous Barstool one of this is Big Ev, and it worked out
Big
great.
Ev, yeah, he got
Oh my
hired.
God.
Yeah, he got hired through that whole thing. But honestly, it made me want to go to the Lobster Trap. Is that what that place is called?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good place. 6 years for Fasoli. Let me know what to get if I ever make it out there.
Yeah,
I
I love
don't-
lobsters.
I don't think I've ever seen Fasoli not smiling because he's working at like his literal dream job of his dream company, right? So like there's no text you could send him to like bring him down. I didn't think Fasoli had that kind of like dagger in, like I didn't think he had that fight back in him though. He went right for the neck, right back at him. I didn't know he had that in him.
Oh yeah. And then obviously Tank at the Mets game, people just get these candid, from a couple sections over videos of him. I don't know, Clem, where's what's you and the Tank's relationship like right now?
Me and the Tank, we have buried the hatchet. We are all good. We've always been pretty good. I say during baseball season, I don't like it's hard enough being a Mets fan. I don't like watching someone motherfuck them. Like even when they're winning 5-0, he's always motherfucking them. But we had our beef last year where he didn't honor the bet that we had made. The beef went through the winter, but we decided to purge everything as Mets fans. We're going to do whatever. So we all had to burn some stuff. Kevin had to burn his hat. I had to burn a Flashdance DVD. It's a long story where I would tweet after Mets games. Frank had to burn a WBC jersey that he bought like the night Edwin Diaz's leg exploded. And I decided to burn the bet as well. So it all went up in flames. Frank burned it at the before the Mets game. We had a tailgate, so we burned it at the Mets game. Got an unreal picture of him holding up like a boombox, like John Cusack, and and we like all is great with me and Frank. But then obviously Mets do what the Mets do. They lose in heartbreaking fashion. Beatty takes a ball off the head on like a crazy pop-up, lose the game. And Frank just goes absolutely bananas in the stands. It was, again, Tank is Tank, whether you are on camera, not on camera. People paid a bunch of money to sit in front of him. He doesn't care. He's just going to go crazy. And he told me that he got a call from a Mets rep and said, if you burn something like that again, you will be like banned from Citi Field. Now, I do not know. Yeah, but I do not. This is the only thing that's breaking news, right? However, I know enough about the Tank and like the people who follow him to know there's also a chance someone got his, like Frank falls for every fucking fake tweet and fake, like it's like Frank, just because they have your phone number, he posts his phone number on the internet. Of course they're going to call you on that number. So I don't know if that's definitely true, but there's rumors going around that he has been told like one more strike you're out. And I'm saying it's almost like the Mets had probably been looking for a way to get Tank out of the ballpark for years, and pinning this on a fire would be like getting Capone on tax evasion. It's like you're not getting all the murders he committed, or Frank, screaming at innocent people who paid for their ticket. It's the fire that he started out in the parking lot.
And hey, I mean, it could just be Roan or Donnie's buddy who are
it could be. It absolutely could be. Did you guys see the heartbreaking fashion in which the Yankees lost the other day, where we had the commentator go, "Oh, and he doesn't have a home run all year until now." Walk-off home run. It was like, what the fuck? It was crazy. In the 11th inning, I think it was. One after show topic I thought would be worth bringing up. It's Barbenheimer week, Eddie.
Yes.
And we're doing it. Me and Clem are going to see both on release day with our pal KFC.
Okay. Obviously, the major question is everybody asks, which one's first?
It's Oppenheimer for us. We're going to go get that devastated by Oppenheimer and then hope that Barbie lifts our spirits.
Sweet. I'm fired up for it. I'm going to see both of them for sure. I don't know if I'm going to do the same day, or should I?
Ed, come on, man.
It's fun. It's Barbenheimer day.
Yeah, man. This is once in a lifetime. When is we ever going to get a Barbenheimer fucking double feature? And if you go to a theater that you get the free refills on the large popcorn, I mean, it's paying for itself at that point, Ed.
See, like, there was big movie theater wars within the company. Was it last week or the week before?
Yes,
huge wars. Yeah.
I saw you weighed in too, Robbie. Like,
I weighed in.
This is all the theater needs. They just need idiot people like us who are really around America that are just into this because they're coming on the same day and they just combine the name for no
It's
reason.
so stupid.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Like someone posted that The Dark Knight and Mamma Mia came out on the same day in 2008, and I was like, how did this not become, the Dark Mamma Mia Day?
Yeah. I still got to see Indiana Jones.
Oh, don't listen to the critics said. It was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just watched all three of them. I'm in the middle of the fourth one, so we'll see.
Yeah, it takes a couple washings to get through the fourth.
yeah. You may not feel about as strong about going to the fifth after you finish the fourth, Ed. But
the fifth is so much better than the fourth, though. So much better than the fourth.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Ed, I need you to commit to Barbenheimer on the rundown right now. I need you to do it. It's the medium 3. It's our first show together on a Monday.
Do I have to go Thursday or could I just go
any day that we're going Friday. We're going Friday because it works out that way.
I go Saturday if you want.
I would even so. I'll allow Sunday, but you have to do it in case we're replacing Dave next Monday. We have to be able to talk Barbenheimer on this podcast.
All right, I'll do Barbenheimer.
Yes, we got him.
Tough convincing. All right.
Oh, Faith even came in to say hi after that. Look at that, Ed.
I know.
Big Ed guy.
He's not a big
Ed's a big dog guy, right?
Yeah. I love him. Great. The dog looks great. All right, then. That's the rundown. It's always a pleasure talking to you fellas and everybody. Like we said, we went out there and we tried our best here, right?
We gave it a shot.
Tweet at us our pitching line when it's all said and done, like 6 innings, 4 earned. Did we at least give the bullpen a chance to win the game? That's all.
Yeah, remember we're a long reliever. Like this was not, we know you want Pedro Martinez. We're sorry he didn't show up.
Half hour's notice. I think we did all right.
Yeah. All right, everybody. That's the rundown. We'll see you next time.